is the Muslim Chaplaincy at the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. It's a free resource open to the public. You can book confidential, non-judgmental counseling session at mcuft.com. Again, that's mcuft.com. Another thing here is food will be served at the table, so you don't need to move, and we will continue with the Q&A session. So we will get you brunch soon, inshallah. I'd like to ask for all our speakers to please come back on stage for our Q&A session. Again, if you have any questions you'd like to ask speakers, please just submit them to the Facebook page or the Q cards on your table, inshallah. At this point, I'd like to invite another IFT youth member, Aisha Butt, on stage to moderate the Q&A session.
So we've received quite a few questions through the Google Forms, so thank you for that. But due to lack of time, we won't be able to get through all of these questions. So we have about 4 to 5 questions that we'll ask our speakers, and I request our speakers to keep your answers brief if possible. And then afterwards, if your question wasn't asked or if you have any follow-up questions, there will be an opportunity afterwards, after the lunch and before I go her to approach our speakers and ask them if they may have been missed. So the first question that I'll ask, this is pertaining to language around mental health. And I know, Shelby, you touched on this in your speech as well. So someone mentioned that they feel offended that people are just throwing out words such as being depressed, you're anxious, you're bipolar, but really they don't really understand the severity of these mental illnesses, and they're just saying that, oh, you're just depressed, that's why. So how can we explain to our friends or people who are using this language to make them understand the severity of the mental illness and not to just throw it out there?
Bipolar, like we have some weather issues in Ottawa. Well, it's climate change, and I remember seeing somebody actually who was a mental health professional, and they actually wrote, the weather in Ottawa, hashtag bipolar, and I remember thinking, like, you actually know what bipolar means. The weather is not bipolar, it's erratic because of climate change. Or schizophrenic, for example. Like, so many people still, like, just so you know, actually, Schizophrenia Awareness Day on May 24th. I had they just tweeted something about it on Muslim Link. So many people are referring to it as having multiple personalities. They'll be like, you're Muslim, you're schizophrenic, they're Muslim in one space, and they're actually non-Muslim now. That, number one, that's not the definition of schizophrenia. Number two, you're actually referring to another actually real mental illness, which is associative identity disorder. I know Muslims really like to pride themselves on how highly educated they are. Show that in the words you're using. Everything is Googleable. You can easily look up the definitions of stuff, find other words, because it is not only offensive, it's actually part of the stigma. It is actually dangerous, right? Particularly this with both bipolar and schizophrenia. These are highly stigmatized mental illnesses. It's very hard to conform to live with them. They're really, really misunderstood. So if you're perpetuating that, it's really not helpful. But definitely also, it's the same with issues like depressed. I know, again, it's a word in our language, we use it, but it's important not to throw it around because, again, it makes it harder for people who are like, no, I'm seriously depressed. Like, no, I have a diagnosis, I take medication. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm feeling really depressed today because, I couldn't go to the movie I wanted. Like, no, it's not the same. So we do need to figure out language. And again, I'm not going to blame young people for that, or people don't know, but like anyone in this room, anyone, frankly, has studied this stuff or works in this profession, and anyone who is aspiring to try to break the stigma around mental health, you can Google stuff much more easily and get correct definitions.
I just wanted to say that definitions do matter. I guess that's basically what we're saying, which is one of the reasons I did bring up the diagnosis. It does matter. That being said, if you do think that you have something that is causing problems in your functioning is distressing, it doesn't matter what the term is, find out. Get the information you need. Google is one option, but there are other options out there.
Great, okay. So the next question is a two-part question, but I'll ask it separately. The first one would be, how would you advise our younger generation to effectively discuss and teach the issue of mental health to the older generation? Because it's something that is not really talked about or there's stigma around, especially the older generation. So how would you advise youth to talk to this about with their parents, for example?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So when it comes to any issue, not only the mental health issue with elders or parents, sometimes that gap is there. So one approach is definitely to let them know that I would like to express something you may not be comfortable with. However, it's on my mind. I want to talk about it. So you may be successful to some degree with this approach. If this approach is not successful for you, another method is that someone who's an elder or someone who's a respectable person for your parents or the elders that you want to get the message across to, you utilize their presence and utilize their communication to them. So you may not directly be able to address them, however, you talk to an elder that they respect, know what you want to talk about, and through them you channel those discussions and you get the message across. There are many situations. What happens with me as an imam here is that youngsters, they want to get a message across. It's very Islamic, it's appropriate, it's the right thing. However, due to the culture, whether it's a Desi culture or Arab culture or Ghanese culture, whatever it may be, it's not something that is looked upon as appropriate. So when they hear it from an imam, when they hear it from someone that they respect, they have a different perspective to it. So this is my suggestion I have here today.
The only thing I would add is that in the event that you have anybody, because I don't think this is a challenge as a product of age, right? It can go in the other direction too. The communication has reciprocity to it, and a parent, could find themselves in a place where they're trying to express something to their child, right? The parent is 70, the child is 40, the 40-year-old just doesn't want to hear it. The parent is going through with the loss of a loved one, or a spouse is trying to tell another spouse. The event that you're hitting a roadblock with somebody else, to understand that you still have other resources and outlets, and a person in your life is not going to always be understanding in that sense, because sometimes what our expectation is of that person isn't what they're really equipped to handle. Right? So I'm a chaplain, imam, I'm a professor, my wife used to work in finance, she now is a social worker, she works with victims of abuse. I'm not my wife's spiritual guide, and she's not my therapist. Like, I'm her husband, she's my wife. If I sat down and tried to tell my wife to do something religiously, it's probably not me. But to understand that that doesn't mean that we now have to say that I can't believe you're not doing this for me. But we have other relationships that we build outside of our relationship that will enhance our relationship, because there needs to be at times that type of distinguishing. And the caveat that I would say is that working at a university, working in city agencies myself, many established mental health centers, as the sister was telling you before, they don't work so well. Like, they just don't. And their goal is not about retaining people and giving them care, but how do you get people out as fast as possible? Why I say that is because the first time you might go seek counseling, it might be terrible. The second and third time might also be terrible. You could sit across the table from somebody and they have no idea what they're telling you. Maybe your religion is the problem. Like, why do you really have to wear that scarf? You're Muslim, but you're black, right? And it's like, no, I need somebody who's equipped on the other end to understand the complexity of identity. You're allowed to go to different places until you find someone who understands the nuance that is you. And And I would say that don't, as best as you can, be discouraged by the first couple of times that it might not work. Inshallah, you'll find somebody that you can connect with in a way that really makes sense for you. But you want to have sensibility there as well. We have established resources for people who, mashallah, are willing to make themselves vulnerable enough to talk about their own personal history with mental health, mental wellness, mental illness. You can take from their narratives and experiences so that you don't have to go through the same kind of hurdles and obstacles. That's why we need to have more events like this. I do halaqas at my center on fiqh and spirituality, Quran, and hadith. We also do panels where survivors get up and they just talk about what it's like to be a survivor. We have panels where survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, people who deal with addiction, substance abuse, alcoholism, body image will come and they'll talk. And the impact that's rendered, I would say, is arguably much more than when it's the other type of halaqas that technically are usually happen in those spaces. And all of that can converge in certain ways.
I'm not going to go those.
So we're blessed to be in Ottawa, so the person who was supposed to speak in my place is named Ayan Yusuf, and she's Somalian, and we're blessed with a significantly large Somali community in Ottawa that's actually innovated a lot of stuff around mental illness. And so I think one of the big issues we have to reflect on again as a Muslim community is that we sometimes need to go outside of our particular brand of Muslim, whether it be a racial brand or sort of religious orientation, and realize that there might be other Muslims from other communities doing stuff. And on top of that, also culture-wise, right? So maybe there's people who aren't Muslim, but they come from a similar culture. So actually, recently saw a fascinating little film about coming from Punjabi community services, which is a Toronto-based community service. But I mean,